I really haven't said much about this controversy, but as a video game fan and a Harry Potter fan, I thought maybe it was time for me to give my opinion on it. Brianna Wu joins call for Hogwarts Legacy boycott, claims whether you join boycott is a character test. The game developer and failed political candidate issued her own call to boycott the game, tweeting earlier this month. My position on Hogwarts Legacy is clear. I'm boycotting it. I think if you care about trans people, you should too. Now, I don't know if these people really understand what J.K. Rowling's position on trans people is. She does not have a problem with trans people. All that she has a problem with is men believing that they are women competing in women's sports because it takes away from women's ability to win those sports. Men are genetically, physically stronger. All males in general, most male animals, except for insects. The females are always dominant in insects, but we're not insects. We're mammals. All male mammals are stronger than female mammals. And that's because the male mammals, through just natural evolution, are the hunters, the gatherers. It goes back to when we were just primitives, when we were evolving from apes. The men would impregnate the women would have babies, the women would take care of the babies, and the men would have to go out and hunt and forage for food for the women and the babies. So men evolved to be stronger. All males evolved to be stronger. So when a male dresses up like a woman and competes in women's sports, that male dominates the women. And that's the only thing that J.K. Rowling is against. She's not against trans people. She's against trans women, trans men. Well, I don't know what I don't know what you call them, but men dressed up as women competing in women's sports. That is the only thing. Now, even if she was completely against trans people, if she was completely against gay people, if she was completely against the earth surviving, that's totally her opinion, and it would in no way influence my enjoyment of the Harry Potter franchise, the books, the movies, everything else, and the game that's coming out that just looks freaking awesome, and I plan on playing it. Wu then added, but in what should be not a surprise to anyone, most gamers don't care about trans dignity enough to sacrifice for them. By all accounts, it will sell very well, and that's correct, because you're right. Most people don't give a crap about trans rights. Most normal people, it's not in their wheelhouse. It's not something that they think about on a daily basis. It's not something that's going to stop them from purchasing a product. It's not something that's going to influence their decisions to like something in any way. And that's how it should be, because people have a right to their opinion. People have a right to do whatever they want to do. Well, within limits, other than committing a crime. And people have a right to believe whatever they want to believe. And that is something that these people just cannot understand. Wu then tweeted, this outcome shouldn't surprise me. Gamers care even less about trans dignity than they did about the women who make games having a sexual harassment free workplace. But it is deeply saddening to see. I don't know why this came up. Of course, women should have a sexual harassment free workplace. And in another tweet, she wrote, if the people who buy games expected more of the industry and of themselves, we would solve a lot of problems. Less sexual misconduct, less open discrimination, fewer predatory practices with microtransactions, but we expect nothing and receive nothing in return. Look, if you're being harassed at work, then leave. There are plenty of other jobs, there's plenty of other companies for you to go work for. And if you don't feel comfortable in the place where you're working, then you should not stay there. Simple as that. Find a different job. I know it might not be very easy right now. A lot of people are getting laid off, but it doesn't mean that you have to go work in the gaming industry to make money, because McDonald's is always hiring. They're hiring at 15 freaking dollars an hour. So I, for one, am going to be playing this game. I'm going to buy it. I'm still going to watch Harry Potter. I'm still going to read the books. I go back and read the books every now and then because they're such good books to read and very enjoyable. Like I said, I could care less about what J.K. Rowling believes in the context of what she's saying about trans men, trans women, whatever you want to call them. I totally support her in believing that men dressed as women should not be competing in women's sports. If you like what you heard, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications, and I will talk to you later.